Hi. Hello. Hello there, everyone. Hi. Welcome. Uh, you may notice something a little different. I'm doing a little experimenting, a little test run of the on-screen babble. Um, because I was gifted these assets by Tumblr user Solipsis, who also has art in the fan art reel coming up pretty soon actually. Um I was gifted these for like Fugi purposes, and I liked them so much. I liked them so very much. And I was like, it would be super cool if I just like added them to the pre-stream at least. To the pre-stream at least. Now I'm not sure if this is going to be something that I keep over top of gameplay footage. I don't know. This is why I'm calling it an experiment. But I set this up today. Got a little bit of a background going, just kind of got the rudimentary stuff going. And watch, I can do this. I have become, and then I could go back to that. And I've got the phone. I've got the phone. And I've also got the sleep. And I've also got a special secret. But it's so cute. It's so cute. I love it so much. Anyway, so I thought it'd be nice to give a little bit of visual interest for the pre-streams at minimum. I think this is a nice addition. I've wanted to have like a special little like face cam-esque window on screen. That was like the intention of this overlay for a long time, was to have like a window with some kind of face cam or character. And I just never did face cam. So it just became something that like, dude, okay, I will say having this is a problem because I can't stop looking at it. I've been staring at it the entire time. I can't stop looking at it. I think something to consider is how much this defines my stream presence as Babble the Rabbit. And I think that like this, alongside the idea of replacing all of my emotes with Babble the Rabbit, it's gonna be really funny if, you know, all of my thumbnails and shit are still just me. But then you click on the videos and there's this fucking rabbit here. What is she doing? I didn't intend for Babble the Rabbit to completely like overtake my stream persona. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be so real. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if if like Snapcube 2 at least was a Babel centric operation. Yeah, worse things have happened on Earth. At least like one or two worse things have happened in life than the Snapcube stream becoming a Babel stream. I don't know. I'm gonna give it some time. I'm gonna give it some time to marinate. And I'm just gonna keep going in the direction that feels good. Because like the important thing is that it feels good. And I don't necessarily have to have it all figured out. I mean, this overlay has been spiraling out of control for months now. I keep adding shit to it. So I just keep going in the direction that I poke and prod at the things that feel good, and then once it stops, I go in a different direction. And I think that's a-okay. I think that's totally fine. Also, I think you asked to see Elephant again. I gotta ask for either I either hold on. let me let me center myself. I'm too excited. I gotta maybe either oh my god, what is wrong with me? The rabbit is messing up the talking. I truly, it's because I'm like trying to like sync up with it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. What was I gonna say? No. Oh, I need to maybe like ask for an edit of that sleep mode with Mocha in it. If you don't know, Mocha is my new bunny. Hold on, let me throw up a picture. Let me throw up. Hold on, let me throw up. Oh, here we go. This is the one. This is my picture. Hold on. Mocha's my new bunny. Mocha's my new lovely bunny. Mocha's my new lovely friend, my new pal. That's been by my side constantly. She's great. I got her. This is a plushie I got from. This is a Sugar Bell Pal Jumbo plush that I got from Sugary Carousel. And they have a bunch of lovely, lovely, lovely plushies. And the cool thing about this one is that she's listed as Cinnabunny. Mocha is not the name she's listed as on the website. That's just what I named her. She's a Cinnabunny. She comes with an apron. She's a barista. I haven't had her wear the apron for a long time because I don't know. I like the heart on her tummy. It's really cute. But I was like, I named her Mocha. The thing that's cool. I'm doing show and tell. The thing that's cool about her and all of the Sugar Bell Jumbos is that they're very weighted. They have like weighted beans in them. So they're full of beans, especially in the limbs. And so they're like nice and heavy. They're pretty big and they're nice and heavy. And they're fun to shake because all the beans make a cool sound. And then on top of that, we have the fact that she is so soft. How the heck did Rabbit start a hype train? People love the bunny, the bunny. Oh, I love the bunny. I didn't need my soup or my bread, just the bunny, the bunny, the bunny. Oh, I love the bunny. And now I'm getting sick in the head from the bunny. What is it called again? This is a go to Sugary Carousel. That is where I got this one. Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Just something I got for myself. Because I've been. So, yeah. All that to say, I'd like a version of the sleep with Mocha in there somewhere. So, I'm like, hey, I could ask for that or do it myself. We'll see. But this is I do believe this shall be an evolving thing. And we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. I have a couple ideas. But that, you know what? That's not what you're here for. And I know what you're here for. Fuck, I don't have water. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. I just ate a bunch of popcorn. and it is taking its effect. My lips are so salty and I don't have water. I will be right back. I'm drying out. I'm like dry Garfield. Imminently. Okay, I'm back. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get into Bone Town pretty soon. Pretty imminently. I wanted to maybe do a longer pre-stream so that I had more to talk about for Snapcube 2.5. But hold on, I just ran up the stairs. I just ran up the stairs. 1 second. Can you explain what you wanted to say in a catchy, quick rap? No. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm smiling. Fuck. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm literally stalling because I. Oh my god. I wanted to have more to talk about on Snapcube 2.5, but I also don't want to miss much more of game time. So, what I think I'll probably do is I might just stream past Bone Town tonight. I wanted to maybe start streaming earlier tonight, but then I took a nap instead. And that was a better idea for me. So, I think I'm going to I'm gonna keep streaming after Bone Town. Not even just an outro. I might just do something else. We'll see. No promises. We'll see how I feel. But yes, it's time to play. How do I do this again? It's been a while since I streamed my perspective. It keeps talking while playing TTT, ignoring her friends. No! I could never. I love my friends. Too much. You might need to click things. How? Help. I ran to get my water and I haven't drank any yet. Hold on. I will have plenty of time. As the game boots up. What the fuck is Tuesday? We got someone who's new to calendars. That's crazy. All right, let me figure out how all this shit works again. Just kidding. She's back. I pulled up that window and she was gone. I'm not gonna lie, I got so sad. So, at least for tonight. I was so sad and scared. It was a horrendous day. Here we go. But you can't see all of it because part of this process involves putting things into a console that I don't think you're supposed to see. I actually don't know if it matters anymore. Oh, wait, VOD heads. Wait, do I have disk space on my VOD hard drive? Wait. Don't say that. We love VOD heads. VOD heads love. VOD heads are gonna see this, you know. And in fact, the VOD heads that are gonna see this are the extra special dedicated ones. Hold on, I'm just looking at something. I have so many VODs that I keep thinking like, I'm gonna do something with this. And then I don't. I still have all of the footage from Royal Royale, local, full quality. Because I still would love to someday make like a Babel POV movie. Yeah, exactly. I want to do the Royal Royale movie so fucking bad. Do I Half-Life 2 1 fix? I'm so mad that I started using AV1 encoding for a little bit there again for a very specific reason. Part of that reason is because when you do AV1 encoding, the file explorer doesn't show you a fucking thumbnail of the video because I guess it's just not supported. So I always have to open every single one of these individually to find out. When did I start streaming Zelda? I know for a fact I do not need the first 3 streams of Zelda on my local recording anymore. Because they have all been not only uploaded, but they have been edited into highlights that will be posted very soon, by the way. When was the first one? Bomb Tricks? No. Ghost Drinker. That was number 1. That was September 7th. Do I have a VOD from September 7th? Going once. Wait, no, hold on. Posted and streamed are 2 different things. It was streamed on September 6th. I have no VODs from September 6th. Oh. What is this one? Oh, that's Kingdom Hearts 3. Can't play that. Oh my god. The Kingdom Hearts 3 footage from September. Could I delete? I could delete Ghost Trick from my locals. No, it doesn't. What am I doing? It doesn't matter. Wait, hold the fucking phone. What am I doing? One stream is not, because I have 232 gigabytes left on this drive. One stream, no matter how long, unless it's literally like, cause the 8-hour commentary stream that I just did is only 160. That's 8 hours. I'm not planning on streaming 8 hours. By the way, this having 230 gigabytes left of an 8 terabyte SSD is a real I have been working on do no harm all year type situation. It's the smoking gun. I have so much goddamn footage on this thing. Wait, it's not opening anymore. Oh god. God help me. It's just not. I wanted to play the commentary stream video to check it, to see if I was looking at the right one, and it's still loading. I double clicked this shit 2 minutes ago. Oh. Keep clicking. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. I like how when I like clear my throat, it looks like she's going. It's funny when I actually go. It doesn't actually like. It doesn't do the same thing. I would have to go. It's still. Oh no, because then I have to wait for it now. Because if I don't, then it's gonna come up while I'm playing TTT. And it's gonna jump scare me. Joy is screaming in the other room. What is going on in there? It doesn't matter. One sec. Okay, but then the problem is if I start recording to this drive, what's gonna happen? Ugh. I'm fucking scared, man. I'm fucking terrified. What program is doing your PNG tuber? I literally just got, there's this free software. It's called VitoTube Mini. I Googled it and it works. Seems very lightweight. Simple and clean. I have to play. What is going? I need help. Hold on. Something just happened. Can I operate? Hello? Please? Do any of these load? Yes. Oh my god. It wasn't loading. I wasn't waiting on anything. Yes. Okay. Confirmed. The 8-hour commentary stream, which, by the way, I've just realized I can delete. Goodbye. Can't be completed because the file is open in Windows Defender Smart Screen. What? What? Huh? Did I? It's not full of bugs and bites. Please? I can't delete it. It's the ghost. It's the ghost. I can't delete it. There's a virus on this video. Can I delete anything else? Oh, anything else I can delete whatever I want. Anything else I can delete whatever I want. They don't give a shit. The moment it's... Why can't I delete the commentary stream? What? Why is it open in Windows Defender Smart Screen? Who cares? Hold on. Ghost... My ghost trick. Here, I'm just gonna delete everything that I know isn't even a, like... Isn't even a, like, spoke recording. There we go. That should be enough. That should be enough. Yes, I'm up to 300 gigabytes. If tonight's stream surpasses 300 gigabytes, it would be the greatest stream known to woman. Anyway. Hold on, sorry. I'm muted to clear my throat, and then in the process, I discovered there was a popcorn kernel in my teeth. And now that's become the issue. Now that's become the issue. Sorry guys, I couldn't play Bone Town tonight. I couldn't play TTT tonight. There was a popcorn. Sorry guys. Oh my god, I got it. What the fuck? I'm the brain genius of all. I just no-scoped that shit. All right, I have to drink more water than I ever have. Sorry. Okay. People watching on 2.5, this is either the end of the video or the middle, and we will find out in due time. But until then, have fun. I guess potentially welcome back, Snapcube 2.5 VOD heads. Maybe very longer. I'm not sure. Let me see. Let me look at the cover art of Hitman and see if it's something that I it's all Eminem versus Slim Shady. That's right. They're doing the Eminem crossover. That's so funny. There's a lot that I haven't done in Hitman since Hitman 3 came out. I remember streaming Hitman 3 when that like first released. And then I just kind of like Hitman is a game that I really like, but I just kind of find it difficult to choose to play it. You know what I mean? You ever have games like that where it's like I know this is great and I always have a great time, but like it's just never like the first thing you think of. It's always just like, oh yeah, whatever happened to that one? But you know, I do like it a lot. It's great, but it's not a first choice. Yeah, I think yeah, I don't know. And I don't even know why. It's like really up my alley. It's like actually like such an up my alley type game. I love this game. I like playing this game. It's kind of a chore to pick it, unfortunately. You know what it is? You know what at least part of it is for me? It's probably it's like the UI. It's like the user experience, like the menu experience. For as fantastic of a game as Hitman is, holy shit, the interface is poison to me. Like, I don't know. I feel like there had to have been a better way to do most of the things they do with the menu in that game. But yeah. I'm very curious if I'm going to like vibe with their new 007 game. When is that coming out again, by the way? Let me check. Cause I'm not really a James Bond fan. I've never seen a single 007 movie. But I like Hitman and I like the studio, but I don't know if I'm gonna personally really care for like I don't know how linear it is, but I know it's gonna be like more of a narrative experience than Hitman is overall. But I guess Hitman does have kind of like a story. It does have like a story campaign, like a sequence of events, you know. I don't know, as I feel like as long as they sort of do the same thing they do with Hitman, where it's like, yeah, you have the base game that has like a cool like progression to it. But you also have like a lot of post-launch support and like cool like game modes that they add later. Like Hitman has gotten so much shit post-release. Like it got a full VR mode. It got that like roguelite mode that I haven't really done much with, but that could be something to try. It has men, yeah. And you hit them. It's crazy. Yeah, First Light comes out in March. Yeah. It's like live service now. Yeah, but in a way that doesn't make me turn my nose up at it so much. Wayne's playthrough of the VR mode has been killing me. It looks great. I know. I so badly want to. Well, first of all, I need to go and watch those because I haven't actually seen. I've seen like clips of the streams, but I haven't seen. I haven't really sat down. But the bits that I have seen make me really want to play the VR mode. I've been trying to get more into VR. I went to a VR chat birthday party the other day, just like a little hangout. And in order to facilitate this, I did a lot for my VR setup. I kind of just like got my Quest all set up and all that, even though I hate using the Quest so much. I did it and I got myself a nice like head strap for it and like extended battery and all that shit. And it was nice. And I was like, wait, I like VR chat. I mean, I always knew I liked VR chat, but I feel like for a while everybody was like so everybody was like so much more enthused about VR chat than I was. And now I feel like I'm the one who's kind of like, damn, I could go for some VR chat. like at any time. To be fair, you can play VR chat without VR. Yeah, and a lot of people do. But like it doesn't that part it doesn't hit for me. It doesn't hit for me. Like I feel like it's obviously VR focused. It's like such a VR focused social thing. I feel like I personally really lose something when I play in 2D. Uh it's just not I just feel like if I'm playing a game at my desk on my monitor, like I'd rather be playing almost anything else. Um but like playing in VR proper, it's really nice. It's really fun cuz you can do anything. And I want the Steam frame so bad. I really am going to try to lean more into VR stuff when the Steam frame comes around. I like finally want to play Half-Life Alyx. I want to do more VR chat. I want to fucking play Hitman. I want to play that Hitman mode VR style. Is Hitman VR like did they adapt all of the other game modes? Can you play like the roguelite type shit in VR? Cuz if so, that's crazy. That's really cool. Is it just like a way to interact with the stuff that already exists? Or does it have like its own modes? Do you know when we're getting more Half-Life 2? Literally, I think Thursday. Is Sophie and I talked about it like a couple days ago. We're gonna do more this week. I'm back. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be back. Obviously we got the holidays coming up, so there might be a little bit of a lull somewhere in there. Just depending on what my plans are, which I have no fucking clue, by the way. But that's, you know, that's personal matters. Hold on. Oh no. Oh man. Oh, I was a sneeze and I lost it. Got other games you need to finish? I feel like yes. So many. I was gonna say I feel like like asking me what games I don't need to finish would be a shorter list, but that's not actually true. It's just a funny thing to say. No, it's ugh, I have so many lingering. That's why I like haven't really. That's why that's straight up. It's like I'm gonna stop introducing new series for a little bit if I can help it. I have so many games to return to. Um, I do want to play more Umu Musume soon. That is I got the mummy Super Creek skin, and I feel like it's just kind of essential that I experience that. I haven't played anything with it. I've literally been saving it. It's huge for the account. It's huge. But yeah, so other than that though, which is just kind of something I can pepper in there. Got to get back to Half-Life 2. Got to finish that. I know I got to play more Pokemon. I'm kind of okay with you know having that be more of a break cuz I feel like Pokemon games are one of those things where you can really come back at almost any time and people are down for it. Um at least that's the impression I got when I did the same thing with Scarlet where I kind of just dropped it for like a couple months or something like that. So um and then obviously the real unfortunate one that I am like so kind of embarrassed about is that Nier Replicant. Oh, the Nier series. What an awful circumstance. I really thought I was going to have that done like in summer, but yeah. I'm going to get back to it. I will finish it because I fucking love that game. I love it so much and I really miss it. I really do. And also, God, I want to play Automata. I want to play and I want to stream Automata so bad. It's been such a long time coming. But yeah, it's just it's a lot of stuff. And then there's the new SpongeBob game that came out. Oh, I was so excited. I was so excited to get to play a new Pokemon game and a new SpongeBob game this year. And then everything, I got so busy. Do No Harm really like upended my entire schedule for a little bit there. So we're gonna get around to it. I am going to play the SpongeBob game. I am going to play Titans of the Tide. There will be a new SpongeBob series. So help me God, I will cover that. Yeah. So yeah, Half-Life 2, fucking Near Replicant, Pokemon. Now I gotta worry about finding time to finish the Metroid Prime games again so I can fucking play Prime 4. Zelda? Do you mean Echoes of Wisdom? No, that one's been that's been shelved for like officially shelved and canceled for a while. I ain't playing more Echoes of Wisdom on stream. I already played a few hours. Oh fuck, Ocarina! No, you're right. How the fuck did I forget? What? It's literally on my screen. What? How did I fucking forget? Obviously, yes. Oh my god, wait. I knew I was forgetting one. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's like high priority. I knew too. I knew I was forgetting one. I was like, there's one that I'm missing that is so important. I thought you were joking. No, that was like a real brain moment for me. I have no clue how that happened. Oops. Oops. No, yeah. I was honestly thinking about streaming that today, but then I remembered it was Bone Town and I was like, gotta play Bone Town. Gotta play TTT. You might see that soon though. Like real soon. Oh, I got the analog 3D. I don't know if I said this on stream. I got the analog finally. I will be playing. Oh, I think I have said it on stream because I showed it. I think I showed it for briefly. It was during my it was when I was playing Kirby and I was like switching over to the Switch 2 feed and I was like, "Oh yeah, my analog 3D." It's cool. It's very cool. I'm very excited to. It's great because cartridge games they got the save files on that shit. They just got them right on the cartridge, so I can just pop it in the analog and my save is there. Yay! It's really cool. So I'll be playing the analog in the future. So that'll be nice. It was my intention to play it on that from the beginning, but then it got delayed 3 times like in the same year. They just kept pushing it month by month. They just kept saying, "Okay, it's coming next month. Okay, it's coming next month." Nope. Sorry. When did she say she would stream a OT? I didn't say a specific thing. I just said soon. Have you shared your Wicked for Good thoughts on stream? No, I have not. And it's it's probably because I'm not immensely excited to talk about it. I can. Yeah, let's talk about it. I did see Wicked for Good. If you don't know, I'm a huge fan of the first Wicked movie. I had not seen anything Wicked related until the first movie came out last year. And I loved it so much. I sobbed my eyes out multiple times. It was a really like genuinely brain chemistry altering experience for me. I fucking adore that movie. And then after that, I was like, well, now I gotta see the play. So I found a slime tutorial and I watched it and it was like, yeah, that is half of it the same thing that I saw in the movie, but shorter. And I get describing it like that is doing it a disservice because, like, obviously it came first. I I could see all the things that I loved about the movie in there, but for me personally, uh I felt like the movie really kind of elevated the source material, if it's not sacrilegious for me to say. I feel like more people than you would expect feel that way though. I get the impression that like that was a pretty common conclusion, is that giving Act 1 that time to breathe and really sort of sit in its moments and just flesh out, because they don't take away anything. They just add and add and add, and they just adapt it in such a way that just makes everything feel so much more like emotional. Um so Act 1 of the musical, I was like, "Yeah, I could see all the pieces here. This is great. This is great fun." And then Act 2, watching Act 2 of the musical last year, I was like, "Huh, wonder how that's gonna work." Um, it is a I have to be honest. I know it's like not the most controversial opinion, but I do think I feel more down on Act 2 than a lot of people do. I think the most common consensus is that Act 2 is weaker than Act 1, but still overall pretty good. It just maybe has like a weaker song presence and some weird like plotting stuff. I personally like it much less than that, especially the more I reflect on it. Um, I don't I don't like Act 2 of Wicked, like almost at all. I think obviously there's a couple songs from Act 2 that I think hit. Uh No Good Deed. No Good Deed is a banger. Um and For Good is For Good is a nice song, but it's difficult for me to get excited about it when, in terms of its energy, it does like, can I be so honest? I think I like Wonderful more than I like For Good, the song. Just because it's more interesting uh than, what is another ballad in a sea of songs that are ballads. And again, that's not being charitable. Um, but yeah, I honestly I don't get excited for Good, the song. I think it's a good song. It's a good song. It's just like it's not my it doesn't make me go, "Wow, that was awesome." But anyway, so all that to say, uh Act 2 of the play even, I was like, this is pretty rough. I don't think I like that very much. So, I definitely had some cautious optimism for the movie uh adaptation of this story, where I was like, okay, if Act 1, the movie, elevated the source material that much, surely they can do that with Act 2. And I don't know what it looks like, because I think a lot of Act Two's problems are pretty fundamental to the structure of what they're doing. But I was like, I'm a strong believer that oftentimes, in most cases, there are no bad ideas, there's only bad execution. I really feel like a with enough time and skill, a lot of things that seem like they wouldn't work on paper can be brought to a standard of quality that does it justice, right? So I had this notion. I was like, yeah, Act One, Wicked the movie really, really made an impact on me in a way that I don't think Act 1 of the musical ever would if I had seen it first. Um, like I would not have been like ravenous about it in the way I was about Wicked for a little bit. So I was like, they can surely do that for Act 2. They just have to be they just have to be unafraid to be less faithful than they were with Act 1. Um, and I do feel like I was kind of setting myself up for disappointment, because For Good is extremely faithful. Um, there is not a lot that is there's basically nothing fundamentally different about the way For Good paces and about its plot progression, I'll say. Like it is so very much Act 2 of Wicked. Um And so it was kind of rough. And I walked out of the movie really trying to convince myself. I was like, that was better. They did improve on it. It was still a good time. It was still a good movie. I had fun watching it, but it's definitely not the first one. I didn't cry a single time. Most of the songs went right over my spirit, not really affecting much. I didn't feel affected by anything at a single moment. There were entire scenes where I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, what is this? What is the pacing of this? It's funny. I actually I heard a lot of people praising the scene with Nessa and Bach, specifically the one where the thing happens. Uh, I'll avoid saying specifically if you haven't seen it, you care about spoilers. Um, but like I heard a lot of people praising that as like, oh yeah, they really improved that scene. They actually did pretty good. I felt like they took a scene that was kind of bad in the play and really kind of elevated it. Um, but I was like, I felt the exact opposite. That was one of my least favorite scenes in the entire thing. It was like it was so rough to me. I really I was watching it and I did not believe a single thing that was happening. Like I was kind of in disbelief at how much I was not feeling that scene. Um it was really rough. Like it took me out of it in a big way. The pacing of the song in that scene was weird. And then the thing about that scene, and I guess I'll just establish the fact that like I'll vaguely talk about spoilers for good. Just so that I can have something to talk about. Also, hi BioRoxas, how's it going? Hey. I hope you're doing well. We're talking about the new Wicked movie. I'm literally just chilling. Um so yeah, just like vaguely, I'll just say like the it was so weird to me the way that grounding that scene and its progression in a film where everything is shot cinematically and all the characters are giving a little bit more grounded performances and whatnot. Um, the way it ruined that scene and made it so difficult to like buy that anything could have happened in that way. Like when Nessa goes over and starts using the book and Elphaba does nothing to stop it. Like literally does nothing. She runs closer to her and goes, "Nessa, no, don't." And she just stands there watching her do this. As she is just saying, "No, stop. You can't. You don't know what you're doing." And I'm like, "Girl, grab that shit, rip it from her hands. What you are right there." And I feel like that's one of those things where it's like in a stage play, you can get away with that a little bit because the medium is so heightened and there's a little bit more suspension of disbelief you have to already be inserting yourself into in order for that to work in a stage environment. And I think it can, and I think it does. I think it did work mostly in just in terms of the believability of everything. Um in a very literal sense, but like yeah, having it take place in like in a three-dimensional room where these characters are close to each other and can do anything. It genuinely shocked me how much I was like put off by that. I was like, no. I was like, no, this would not. And it made me realize that this is fundamentally part of my problem with Act 2 of Wicked is that it does feel like every character spends the last like year or however many years it is between Act 1 and 2 eating stupid burgers with the sauce that makes you stupid. And that really comes across in the movie. Like it really comes across in the movie. None of the characters feel like they respond to anything at all with any sort of like, and it's not that they don't respond logically, right? I'm not trying to be the kind of person that's like, well, why didn't you do the most efficient action in response to the like I get that characters can behave irrationally and that's like good. That can be like a good thing for a story. It's that they don't act believably. Um it's that they literally do not act in ways that feel like they are consistent with the weight of their story from Act 1. like characters in I I've been explaining it to just people I generally talk to about these movies that like Act 1 introduces the characters that have such a weight of agency and control over if not their circumstances, their reaction to their circumstances. You know, they all feel so vibrant. They all have such strong beliefs about what is happening to them and what they can do in response. Um and often they do that. So much of Act 1 is just driven by characters being proactive about their responses to each other and their circumstances, right? Um and Act 2 and For Good the movie especially really it kind of undermines that, and with the fact that Act 2 of Wicked feels compelled to recontextualize the original Wizard of Oz story by placing existing characters in those roles, it puts them all in a whirlwind of circumstance where it feels like shit just starts happening to them and they just go along with it because they have to. It immediately stops feeling like anybody uh has any sort of control over what's happening. And not in a way where it's like, oh wow, it's so chaotic and you know, the situation's really getting out of hand. It's like from a meta sense, it like truly feels um like the characters just completely lose all agency. Um yeah. It's one of those things where it's like yeah, yeah, railroaded by the threads of fate, but not in a fun way. Exactly. It's because they don't because like believable things don't happen and then they don't respond believably to those things. It is just a it is just a parade of contrivance that has to get to a certain point with little to no reason why it needs to happen that way. Um and the movie does its best to fix some of the issues with Act 2 of the play. They, you know, they put a little bit of focus again on the whole like animals plot that Act 2 of the play kind of really does a disservice to, especially given it's the whole reason Elphaba's thing is happening to begin with. Um yeah, it's ugh. Sad to hear the musical is just as bad as the movie. Well, no, I wouldn't say that. I would not say that. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. No, I'm not a big fan of Act 2 of the musical, but I will say it is overall a more worthwhile experience than For Good individually because the musical still contains Act 1 and all of the things that Act 1 does. And having those two stories happen back to back in that way can help sort of bridge the gap a little bit. And, you know, they're all happening in the same sort of time frame in front of you. And it makes it a little more digestible. And the thing about it is that the overall pacing being so much quicker as a unit is it does help. It does make it less difficult to stomach. Um even though again personally I don't like Act 2, like actively. I can still say Act 2 of I consider Act 2 of the play more worthwhile than Act 2 of than the movie For Good because it is attached to Act 1 and it again you have that heightened suspension of disbelief in the medium that helps sort of make some of the more difficult to swallow things go down better. Whereas the movie For Good is all of the worst parts of Wicked in a medium that makes those parts less believable than they otherwise are. But I also have to stress, I'm glad they did it this way. I am very glad they did it this way. I think a lot of people's response to this is, well, then why the fuck did they break it up into two movies? Why not just make one better movie? And here's the thing. I get it, but I don't think the movie version of Act 1 would have been a better movie if it was attached to this. It would have had all the same problems with pacing and just tone. I am so fucking happy that the movie Wicked, labeled as part 1 in the film itself, but on the cover it is just Wicked. I'm so fucking glad Wicked exists as a movie on its own. That movie, I think, works perfectly fine as a standalone story. Obviously, there are some loose threads that you can look at and they're like, yeah, this is followed up in Act 2 of the musical. But, like, they having those threads unanswered did not bother me for a year. For the year that it took for the second movie to come out, and maybe it's just because I watched the play, but I felt like even before I watched the play, like, I was curious about what happened next, but the thing is, Act 1 leaves off mostly in a state where you can pretty well imagine what happens next in the broad strokes. So it's like, it doesn't feel like you're really missing much. And I just think that movie is so phenomenal. And I'm so glad it exists. I really think Act 1 being split into a movie of that length and scope and weight elevated it so much, and I'm just so happy we have that version of the story. And I felt this way from the very moment I saw For Good. I walked out of that theater and I literally was after I'd done all of my personal kind of trying to make myself like it more than I did, lie to myself about how much I liked it. After I did all that, I distinctly remember being like, man, I'm not even mad. I'm I truly was not even upset, and I'm still not. I am not upset that I didn't like For Good. I truly feel like no strong negative emotions about it. Because I am just so happy that the reason why we have just kind of a bad movie is because a really, really good movie had all of the time it needed to be the best possible version of itself. So I will live the rest of my life being so grateful for Wicked, the film. And that's great. That's a great place to leave off. I have had much worse experiences with adaptations before that have left me somewhat with a hole in my heart to this day. Someone earlier asked me, Wicked For Good versus Zombieland Double Tap. Double Tap is a much worse movie. It's barely a comparison. I hate that film. Double Tap is bad. It just does nothing to capture the reason why Zombieland is good at all. For Good is bad, but it's bad in all the ways I expected. And it has the no good deed scene, which now Twitter and Blue Sky will convince you that the no good deed scene in For Good is embarrassing because of green screen or whatever the fuck. Don't let them lie to you. I am telling you, watch that damn movie and see that shit for yourself. It hits for me. People are making fun of it because it's got CGI in it. They're like, oh, who let them make it look like this? And now, I'll agree. I'll agree. The Wicked movies, the one glaring flaw that I really agree with is that, for some goddamn reason, Jon Chu decided that color was not something that needed to exist in this beautiful, wonderful wizard world of Oz. The visuals are washed out as fuck. It does not bother me to the point where it takes me out of the movie. But I understand that is not the case for everyone. I understand for a lot of people, it's like bad enough that uh it's like distracting. I get that. I think that's totally fair. Um, but I personally don't care so much. I think the set design, the costume design, the actual like cinematography with the camera and the especially in the first movie, the fucking dancing through life scene. It's funny because that scene is actually like the pinpoint scene that most people look at and say this is why the problem exists. Um, I love that scene because honestly, I think the set design of that one balances it out for me. And that's a great example of why it doesn't bother me because I think that visually there is still enough appealing things happening on screen. It's just the color palette and the lighting is and that is a foundational thing visually. Again, I totally understand why people feel differently, but like for me personally, it didn't matter that much. Anyway, all that to say, that does lead to most people approaching these movies with a sort of existing bone to pick. And it's fair. It's a fair one. It's not unearned. But yeah. The no good scene, at least I was seeing it getting some flack for the visuals. Uh just because it's like yeah, it's kind of washed out and there's a lot of CGI. But also that is just how the movies are anyway. So it's like I feel like you can't really look at the no good deed scene and isolate it as like a wow, this is embarrassing because like yeah, I mean, that's just how the rest of it looks. And in fact, in context of the rest of the movie, that was a fucking breath of fresh air for me. That scene, I was like, I truly, it like gave me hope. Like that scene gave me some hope that the rest of it might pick up, but then it kind of immediately falls off a cliff again. But that was the closest I ever got to crying was that scene because they do some really cool stuff with like flashback sequences and um man, I do wanna watch it again. Do you like the title, by the way? You mean like it being called Wicked for Good? I think it's fine. I prefer it to Wicked Part 1 and Part 2 because to me, Wicked Part 1 not being billed as Part 1 uh kind of justifies my opinion on it a lot more in that is Wicked the movie and For Good is like the necessary evil to make that exist. Um so I'm okay with it being that. I don't really have strong opinions on it otherwise. Giggling at the thought of Dorothy hearing their whole heart felt just to step out and kill Elphaba. Yeah, another one of those things where it's like the moment you put it in a movie, you start to think about things like that, just because the space becomes so much more real. And it's funny, I think that I think the lighting and the color grading problem actually contributes to that problem because if you hear them talk about why they color graded it and lit it that way, it was specifically because they were like, well, we want it to feel grounded. We want it to feel like it's happening, like it's a direct feed from something that's real. Um, so they didn't do a very heightened visual style in terms of the color palette because they wanted it to have that realism kind of look. Uh, but I actually think if they leaned further into the visual vibrance of part of the source material, Wizard of Oz, of course, um, they might have avoided some of the problems of a cognitive dissonance because like you suspension of disbelief might have been easier if you were looking at something more fantastical. And also I just think that heightened visuals heighten emotion in very specific circumstances that this could have benefited from. It's why I like cartoons, and it's the only reason why I like cartoons. No other reasons ever. I just like I just really respond to vibrance emotionally. So, I always figured that was just a bad excuse. Who's to say? Who's to say? I think the idea of, I guess, litigating that just based off assumption is not really very useful. Like, yeah, you could say that, you can assume it, but it doesn't really change the facts. Like it doesn't really matter why they did it because it ended up the way it did, and people have varying opinions on that. I mean, it does matter why they did it a little bit. Kind of talking out of my ass, but I it's the assumption of it that I'm like, eh. I would rather just take them at face value and critique that because like you can still critique their face value reasoning. Why the fuck does the Wizard of Oz have to look realistic? Like that in and of itself is enough to criticize, I think. It bothers me that realistic equals dull colors because real life is so vibrant. Yeah, that's another thing. Is like, what do you have you looked at world? Have you looked at outside? That's not. Outside is awesome. Maybe they just live in New York. I want it to snow. I've been thinking about that recently. I want it to snow so bad. It will sometimes snow in Georgia. And whenever it does, it's such a lovely thing. It's so rare. When it does happen, it usually happens sometime in like February. So we got time. It doesn't really get cold or weathery enough for that to happen before like February, January. But um I think it did last year or earlier this year. I can't remember. But it was fucking gorgeous and I took so many pictures and I want to take more pictures. Uh especially because wow, what a great segue. I'm so good at this. Watch this. Especially because I got a new app on my phone. I got a new camera app that I'm very excited about. I've literally been taking so many pictures recently because of this specific app. This is not an ad, not sponsored. This is just word of mouth. I'm just telling you cuz I'm excited about it. I got this thing called Moment Pro Camera. It's an app. It costs $10. Um it is a pro camera app for iOS and the reason I got it is because it comes with a photo mode called natural processing. And what it does is it takes an admittedly lower raw quality photo, but honestly, I can barely notice. And it takes that photo and bypasses a majority of iOS's built-in post-processing. If you don't know, which you probably do, if you have an iPhone or really any modern smartphone, all phones do this really. At least all the mainline consumer phones that you frequently see. If you take a picture, you're not really getting just like the raw picture, as it was seen. They do a lot of post processing on like noise reduction, dynamics, and they really try, and every phone has its way that it likes to try and make your pictures look the best that they can. The problem is, it's not very genuine. It kind of gives everything a very sort of weird, maybe not actively weird, but it's like it just kind of makes pictures look less, what's the word? Just like not sincere, but like just less genuine, It's not like you're snapping a pic with your digital camera and it's as you remembered it but you get all the camera stuff because it's a camera. It's like they try and make it look very pristine in a way that some people, myself included, are not really a fan of. And so this pro camera app it has a photo mode where it takes a 12 megapixel. So the camera in the iPhone 16, which is what I have, 16 Pro, I think you can go up to like 48 megapixel. It's a pretty high quality camera, but it takes this app takes a 12 megapixel photo, which is still plenty high quality. It's still plenty sharp for most uses. Like 99% of uses, 12 megapixels is fine. And it puts it through its own like processing that doesn't glossy it up and get rid of all the grain. And so what you get are like these just these lovely digital photos with like really nice dynamic range. It's not like crushed, you know? It's super great. Let me show you. I can show you what I'm talking about. Because I've been taking a lot of pictures of my plushies with this camera. And the cool part is that on modern iPhone, at least, and like recent iOS updates, you can actually just replace. They just let you choose your default camera app. And if you have an iPhone that has one of those camera buttons, it even works with that. You can literally just go into the settings and say, yeah, so for all of my camera stuff, I will use this Pro Camera app instead of your basic one. And so when I press the camera button on the side of my phone, it just goes right to the Pro Camera. And it literally just overwrites Apple's built-in camera. It's fucking awesome. It's so nice. Genuinely surprised they let you do that. Let me find a good example of what I'm talking about. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. So, modern cameras do a lot to really like clean up low light photos, especially. But like this shit, look at this. This is just taken in my office. I'm taking a picture of my shelf with very calm, low lighting. I just have like a single stand-up lamp. Look at the grain on that. It's so cozy. Smartphones don't let you take a picture like this anymore. Yes, hello. Say hi to Bingo and Bluey, by the way. So that's kind of an extreme, not even the most extreme. That's kind of an example of like, you get that sort of low light grain back. Yeah, you get the digital grain look, but like even a well lit photo has such a nice texture to it again that I didn't realize I missed it. This is I think I may have shown this picture earlier, but this is the mocha picture I showed. Look at this. It's just so like, all the dynamics are intact. It has such dynamic like shadows, and you can see that grain on the chair especially. But it's still got a nice healthy bit of detail, especially if you're not zoomed in like crazy. It still looks plenty sharp, plenty high quality. It's just a really nice photo. I have another one that I took outside. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, I love this one. I love how this looks. Look at this. This is such a nice picture. It has a really nice like depth of field. All the like the color palette looks great. It doesn't look like flat as much, at least. And then yeah, if you really zoom in, you can really see that. Oh. Well, actually, I don't know if you can see it on Twitch. Maybe the quality is crushing it, but you really get in there. It's just got all that digital grain, and it just adds such a nice texture. And they don't try and, yeah, this is Carrie Sniffers, by the way. This is my stuffy backpack. I've been backpacking like crazy as my default. I haven't carried a purse outside in months at least, if not longer. I'm doing backpacks now. It's great. I like it. But yeah, this was me going to Micro Center to get the hard drive for my NAS that I mentioned earlier, by the way. It's great. I'm living a good life. I'm gonna be honest. Things are going well. Really happy lately. Oh, by the way, just to yeah, someone asked what the app was again. The one I'm using, I think there are a couple apps that bypass some of the post processing, but this one that does it is just like super extreme style, and like really gets it back to like a really natural digital photo looking. It's called Moment Pro Camera 2. 2 is with two eyes, like Roman numerals. It's very nice. It's like I think it's like $10. You just buy it and you can just have it replace your iPhone camera app. Pretty sure you could just change the camera somewhere in iPhone's default camera settings, but you can't bypass the processing. They do it. I mean, maybe I guess maybe the raw, like the Pro Raw. I don't know though. Does Pro Raw have all of the it probably wouldn't have all of the like heavy processing that they do. But the thing about the app is that like it does have its own post processing, but it's very subtle and it's meant to look more natural. And it does. It looks great. I really like it. So I think it was well worth it. Cuz I've never like taken well, maybe that's not true. I haven't taken a picture on my iPhone in a long time where I was like, "Whoa, I like that." And this is all just like very mundane shit. I'm just taking pictures of my toys. And I'm like, I'm just taking a lot of pictures now. Is they all look so nice. Also nice in digital style. They're not toys, they're friends. Stop, you're right. Wait. Uh what's your most photogenic toy? Mocha. No question it's Mocha. I've been posting Mocha Bunny pictures like crazy. She's so lovely. I'm gonna cry. Sorry. Hold on. Look. You tell me I'm wrong. You tell me I'm wrong right now. You can't. There's another one too. I mean, come on. She's got a beverage. It's actually not a mocha. I don't know what she was on. Whoa. She must have been staying up past her bedtime when she made this one. Whoa. That's crazy. Oh, I like this one too. This was when I first got this is when I got the NAS in. She was she was helping me set it up. She's kind like that, you know. Just a nice soul. This is the stream now, by the way. I'm just showing you my toys. Enjoy. Good one. I like this one too. Sitting with me in the living room. It's great. She's downstairs. I miss her. I realized partway through the stream that I accidentally left her downstairs on the table. And I will admit, got a little sad. That's okay. She waits patiently. She's very She's very patient. I'm so tied between being in the toys area and the tech area. I just like to exist in both. It's a way. It's a way to be. It's been making me very happy. Are there any Moment Pro alternatives for someone on Android? I don't know. I don't know how dire the picture situation is on Android. I think the reason this one exists is because iOS processing is so particularly disingenuous, I think. It's like notably. It can be pretty dire. Yeah, I guess. I think I've heard stories about re- replacing the moon with a picture of the moon or whatever that was all about. Y'all remember that? Crazy. I don't even know if that's true. Is that true? Yeah, it was like a Samsung type situation. You should see the pictures I try to take of full moons. They look like lemons. Yum! Yummy! I'll eat a whole lemon right now. I ate the lemon that turns you to a little fucking thing. Oops. Just kidding. Now I don't know what to talk about. Come here often? I hope you do. Watch my streams. Controllers? Don't get me started on controllers. I don't even have anything to talk about with controllers right now. Aside from the new Steam controller, I'm waiting on the next big thing. There's not really a next big thing happening with controllers right now. A lot of the controllers are a lot of third-party controllers are hitting a bit of a plateau in terms of feature set. So, I don't have much to talk about. I am waiting on I pre-ordered a Vader 5 Pro. I'll be getting one of those in relatively soon. And I think around the same time I got there's a there's a limited edition G7 Pro that I really wanted because I really like the design. It's a Zenless Zone Zero design. I don't even fucking play that game, but the controller looked so good I had to get it. Cuz I like the G7 Pro a lot. I got an 8-bit dude because of you and I'm loving it. Fuck yes. Which one did you get? Did you get an Ultimate? An Ultimate 2? A Pro 3? Fuck, I'm talking about controllers. They got me. Even when I have nothing to talk about, I can't resist. It's so easy. The Ultimate 2C, that's a good one. That's a good one. What color did you get? I so badly wish they would make the Peach 2C, but for the Ultimate 2 proper. I do have the Wu Chang Ultimate 2 though, and god damn, what a pretty controller. Let me see if I can find it. Again, a game I have never touched in my life. It works like key jingling, literally. Hold on. Wu Chang 8-bit do Ultimate 2. You got to see this controller. It is so gorgeous. Yeah, oh my god, and they have such a fucking awesome picture for it too. Wait, grabbing it. Oh, it's like a good. Oh, yeah, here we go. That's a good one. Look at this. Is that not beautiful? It is a really nice looking controller. So that's the one I got. That's the one I've been using. But I'll probably swap it out for the the Zenless Zone G7. I can show you that one, I guess. G7 Pro CCC. Yeah. I like the design of the Wuchang more. I like the reds more on, and and again, I don't give a shit about either game, so I have no attachment to them game-wise, but I'm probably going to swap it out just cuz I like the G7 Pro better as a controller. But look at this. So, the one on the left is the default design, but they give you the clear faceplates on the right in the box. So I can just swap these out however I want. And I really like this design. Especially, God, look at the D-pad. I love that D-pad design. It's so circular. So I got that one coming in. And then yeah, the Vader 5 Pro is also coming in just because I like the Vader controllers as well. I wanted to try it. It's got some improvements, and it's got cool kind of gold accents on it. Anyway. D-pad looks like bootleg Smash Ball. I assume it's some kind of Zenless thing. I don't know. I don't ever plan to play that game in my life, really. I've considered it, but I've decided I have no interest. And that's where I live. And it's happy here. I really do think I actually I don't like gotchas, like gameplay wise for the most part. Uma Musume, I think is the most, well, I don't know. Infinity Nikki did appeal to me for a while. I was really feeling that game for a while. But even when they add like really exciting new stuff to the game, I always find it really difficult to come back. I log in and I'm like, time to play. Let's get back in. And then it's just the whole system just repels me. And then Uma is the most I've ever not felt repelled by a gacha. So I guess that's something. I do like Uma Musume quite a bit, I have to admit. And I do want to play it more. But like, good God, especially falling off of a gacha is a death sentence. Like, I don't know. I know it's almost certainly not just me, but it's like they just are designed to make it as like unapproachable as possible if you spend even like a couple weeks away. It feels like you come back and you're just fucking bombarded with shit that you don't understand. I think all other gotchas should die. I'll say it. Should be, they maybe not die, but rebooted as good video games, maybe? If Infinity Nikki was not a gacha game, straight up might be one of my favorite games ever. Just for the vibe of it. But then because it's a live service thing and they had to add a fucking online mode or whatever, they ruined the game pretty quickly. Took them like less than a year. That was my Barbie video game, and then they made it some weird cosmic space shit instead. Replaced all of the stuff that I liked about it with this new shit. I'm still upset about that. And I've booted up 2.0 a couple times. They just put out 2.0. Itzaland. They got a theme song with Idina Menzel that actually kind of goes crazy, even though like the lyrics are I'm not gonna say they're bad because I don't actually think they're bad. I think they're just like unconventional in a way that's kind of off-putting. If you are an English speaker. But yeah, I've been messing around with 2.0, but I've barely played any because I'm like, I just don't know. I just don't know if I care as much as I did, and they did that. They did that. So I think Uma Musume is all I got. I think I'll just keep dabbling in Infinity Nikki every so often. Log in to run around and dress up for like a couple minutes. I can't even remotely pretend to care about the story anymore. Now, it wasn't like high art. It wasn't the most compelling narrative I had ever played, but I at least cared about it. I at least was like into it. It actually really like got me a couple times. It made me like emotional at times. There's a scene in Infinity Nikki 1.0 where it's you do a dungeon that's like all about like paper cranes, and there's such lovely music and shots in that whole sequence. And then of course you have the intro of the game, which was like so magical. That was such a magical experience with the dress in the attic and the blatant Yuri and the run down the run down the rolling hills being lost forever in the current version of the game is one of my least favorite things to happen to any video game ever, and I do not say that lightly. The shots where Nikki is approaching Wishfield and she is just gleefully bounding down the grassy hills as the most wonderful music plays and just fills you with this rapturous joy. It doesn't exist anymore. They got rid of it. The game starts in space and they do this weird multiverse shit now. And it's like many Nickies have lived before you and died. And it's like, what happened, man? You didn't know what you had. You didn't appreciate what you had the way I did. It's crazy. It's crazy. I want to see if I can find this should, yeah, Infinity Nikki. Full game walkthrough, no commentary. This should do it. I gotta show you this. Cause look at what we lost. Hold on.
You look tainted by them before. What are they? They're flying away!
It's so cute.
So
Hold
can
on.
we.
Yeah, this whole sequence no longer exists in the game. Oh, I could cry. I actually am getting like so emotional. It's gone.
This must be Florawish.
It's gone. That whole sequence doesn't exist. The new one fucking sucks. Hold on. 1.5 opening. Let me see if I can scroll through the new one. This is how the game starts now. It's like, whoa, there's crazy magic and shit. And you go to... And like, some of the, like, okay, like I'll admit the visuals are cool as fuck. But it's like such a different vibe. I don't know. Now, I did only show you the running down to Wishfield segment. You get to do this whole like fucking just talking with this lady, and it's a little Yuri, which is cool. You sit on a moon. It's entirely different. And it's like removed from context. Like if this shit happened like way late into the story and you see all this cool shit, that's one thing. But it's like the fact that it replaces the very simple and whimsical and like just generally lovely vibes of the intro, like it's so confusing. Like this shit being like echoes of destruction.
Give up.
What the, like this being the first thing you see when you open up the dress up open world game is like, what are we doing, man? The original intro was so good because yeah, you had questions, you know, there was like this whole thing, it's like kind of isekai style where, you know, Nikki goes into like an attic, like it was her old, what was it, like her grandmother's attic. Her and Momo are like looking for a dress. They open up the wardrobe and the dress like comes to life and pulls them into a new world. And then, you know, they end up in these ruins and there's like a lady that's tied up in like strings of light. So there's enough like sort of fantastical like intrigue and cool lore shit happening in the original intro that like it's enough to get a taste, but it still starts simply enough that you have like something concrete to work for. And I genuinely, for the life of me, could not fucking tell you what... I cannot tell you why Nikki is doing the things she is doing anymore after they just completely retconned everything. Oh man, I did not expect to be talking about this for so long. It's not retcon, it's the old intros still happen. Yeah, it's like, I guess it's like technically it happened, but then that world just died or something. Is that not the explanation? And it's like, why? It comes out of nowhere. They still reference specific events in the old intro as if you know them. That's crazy. Yeah, and then they I don't know, they like changed the direction of a character that people really liked and were interested in. That was a whole thing. At least Witchbrook next year. They're very different things. But yeah, I'm excited. The Witchbrook delay was so funny. Because I was like, yeah. Probably the most expected thing to ever happen. Like, y'all remember my reaction. I really had so little faith that that was coming out this year when they first announced that. I was like, that seems... The game was gone for like 8 years straight. The game was like arguably vaporware for 8 years straight. And then they finally reveal it with actual gameplay footage and they're like, by the way, it's this year. And it's like, no, it's not. Sorry. It looks great though. I'm very excited. But like, y'all can, it's fine. You can take your time. You already did. let's Let's be a little honest with each other. We can do so kindly. We can have an understanding with each other. I don't say this with any condescension. It's just like, man, you really had a lot of faith in themselves, which I appreciate, but I was like, it doesn't seem wise at this juncture. But yeah, the most I woke up to that one morning and I was like, sounds about right. Life hack, never set a release date until a week before it comes out. That was my grave mistake with Do No Harm. I revealed the release date 2 weeks before it came out. Fuck. I feel like announcing a dub release date 2 weeks before it comes out is a really nice sweet spot. I think that I did the same thing with Shadow Dub. I think it was like almost exactly 2 weeks. It just feels right. It feels like enough time for me to do like the finishing touches, but it's close enough that it's like exciting. Anyway. Oh my god, it's almost 1 a.m. Is there anything I want to do? Is there anything I want to do? Let me think. I'm sorry for teasing Hitman so much and then never playing it. I could try to give it a whirl. I could try to see if I could get into it. I would want to step away though. 6 hours of Tetris. I don't know if 1 a.m. is the time to start up a Hitman game on stream. It would straight up I feel like I'd be playing it for like an hour. That feels high, maybe high too high intensity for this hour. I think I would maybe want to play something that winds me down a little. Like a puzzle. Dropping on DD? No. I'm not playing Pokemon until it's a Pokemon stream. Cause I have to record it and post it on Snapcube too. I can't put a 20-minute VOD on Snapcube too. Sorry, I like when Babel opens her mouth when I do that. You can, you just shouldn't. Yeah, well, same thing. I haven't been playing a lot of games recently. I'm so burned out on games right now. I'm gonna be honest. This has been a problem on and off stream. I feel like a lot of my energy is elsewhere. Fuck it, open up Minesweeper. I could. Can we play Purple Place? What is that? Let's do a tea party of sorts. You're so smart. Liquid Kids. Please. What the fuck is Purple Place? What is Purple Place? What is this? Purple Place? Purple? What? Nobody is answering my question. Nobody. Oh, Purple Place. Okay. Everybody's just saying Purple Place. Suite of 3 educational computer games developed by Oberon Media, included with all versions of Windows Vista and Windows 7? Why have I never seen this? What the fuck? What is this? That's purple? Okay. Dude, I know her. There's a game where you can make a cake. Is it Minecraft? Yes, it is. Oh, you mean there's a game in Purple Place where you can make a cake? Cool. That's awesome. Guys, that's awesome. That's so cool. Bring! Schmidt girl, thank you so much for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. One of the first Google results is a Reddit post titled, "I've been remaking Purple Place as a horror game." Ah! No. Peas. Oh. What's a wind down game for me? Do the connections today. I haven't done that. Can we go on Cool Math Games after we do the assignment? Does that exist? Can you get there on it anymore? Oh, fuck. To continue with... No. Stop. Let me log in with my... Here we go. No. Stop. Stop automatically logging me in. I'm trying to do something else. Stop. Log me out. Here we go. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to log into my New York Times account that I have. Oh, here's a test. Does the Moment Pro camera read QRs? Oh, it doesn't. That's kind of a downside. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Not much of one, though. Could literally just swap to the app proper for that. Takes all of 2 seconds. A lot of games on Cool Math got ported to HTML5. That's good. It's not like you uninstalled the default camera. What if I did because I'm crazy? What if I'm fucked up and I did? Uh-huh. You didn't think about that, did you? It's so bright. Ow. How do I turn on darkness? Hello? Is there darkness on desktop? Please? No, I don't want to go to the newspaper. Bleh! Newspaper! Bleh! No! No! Okay. Oh. Wait. Oh. It's gonna be... Guys? It's gonna be really bright. I'm sorry. Create 4 groups of 4. Lobby. Appeal. Here we go. Here we go. Campaign. Press. These are all ways in which you can try to serve an agenda to make it happen. Yes? Ha! I'm a genius! Okay. A bangle, a ring, a chain, a charm? All things you can wear around your wrist, fingers, or hands? Yep. Let's see. Piano. Rocket. Reception. A function, a reception, an event, a party? That seems... Oh, all things... Man. Blank man. Yeah. Oh, songs from the 70s specifically. Okay. Hey. Look at that. I might be the brain's genius. Try not to get scared. It's just me, guys. It's the same old girl you know and love. But this time, something outside the box. Let's do another one. Create 4 groups of 4. Angel, broad, brow, mama, moma. Cece, dada. What? We have mama and dada. That's pretty cool. Fudge. This one's harder. I can already tell this one's harder. Hold on. Wait, a rough, a broad, a ballpark, and a general. So this sort of a wide range estimate type category. Yes, approximate. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Frick. Oh, frick, fudge, shoot, and Dada? What? No, hold on. Sugar? I guess these are all like euphemisms for curses? Maybe? I'm not sure. Sugar is iffy. Oh, mild oaths. Yeah, like sugar honey iced tea, I get, but I don't really hear people go, oh, sugar, you know, like that's a whatever. Is it actually mama dada? No, it's not. It's not. Why would it be? That's not how you spell mama. I would know. Met. Oh, wait. Is there the Met, the Met, the Met, the Met, the Met, Cece's Pizza? Angel? This is really fucking... This is getting me. Hold on. Oh my god, is it dad, mom, bro, sis? I'm so fucking mad. Are you kidding me? Plus a letter? Plus a letter? What is wrong with you? You think you're so fucking cool. I don't even know what this one is. Gala? MLB player. I wouldn't know. Plus a letter. Fuck you, man. Let's do another one. I like this. I'm having fun. Full moon, eye contact, orbit, pizza pie, revolution. God, so many big words in this one. Metamorphosis. Hey, I know that one. Lap. Eye contact. Orbit. Well, okay. Revolution, orbit. That's already. Circuit, lap. All ways you go around. Why am I so good at this tonight? The last time I played this, I feel like I didn't get a single one. I like embarrassed myself the last time I played this. Am I becoming the smart? Hold on. Sea change. Eye contact. Some kind of fucking letter with a goddamn word after a T and P and C and fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Whatever. Like what the fuck ever, man. Castle. When the wait, pupil? A pizza pie. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore? No? Castle? LP? What the fuck? The Let's Play? That's Metamorphosis. Trial? I can't say. This has to be the red herring. This has to be the red herring. There's not an obvious one. Castle? Wait, Metamorphosis, a trial, a judgment, and a pizza pie. All things that put you through the goddamn ringer. Ah, this one's all things I love to eat. True. Hey guys. This one's not coming to me as easy. I'm hitting a bit of a wall here. I feel like full moon, pizza pie, those two things kind of, right? What? Oh. Pupil. Castle. What the fuck? Castle made of bricks. You cook a pizza pie in a brick oven. LP. Oh! Wait a fucking minute. Wait. Full moon, pizza pie, LP as in not long play. Or like LP like a record, I think. What is, yeah, because it's EP's extended plays, LP's long play. Yeah, it is long play. Yeah, okay, so like so that's like, and then, oh, pupil. It's round. I don't know why at some point I started thinking of pupil as in like student. Trial, metaphors, judgment, castle. I don't get this one, but here we go. What is it? Kafka works with the, oh, see, I wouldn't have gotten that. Maybe I'm not the brain's genius. Maybe I'm the brain's genius. There's more. There's a lot of these I haven't played. I've been missing out. Now I can't be reading words like that. Come on. Cockatiel, lemon, hook, swallow, sparrow, turkey, whistle blue. That feels feels specific enough that I feel like I could hold on. Whistle blue? Maybe not. I guess never mind. To stomach, to bear, to swallow, to stand, to endure, tolerate. Same thing. Look at me go. Luffy. Dreamin'. Turkey. Cockatiel. Sparrow. Nope, that's the red herring. Wait. Turkey. Miss. Bust. I was like, I feel like turkey and miss are like, it's like bowling things, right? Turkey is a bowling one, and you can also miss in bowling. No. Lemon. Cockatiel. Sparrow. Silver. Hook. What the fuck is a Cameroon? Oh, it's a country in Africa. Okay, sorry. I Geography is not my strong suit. In fact, it is my weak suit. Hook. Silver. Unread. What is, okay, unread. Dude. What? Turkey. Miss. A bust, miss, and turkey. I feel like kind of feel, no, I don't, a turkey isn't. Bust, miss. Oh no. Lemon. Bust, miss. Turkey? Sparrow? Turkey? Oh! Flop! Yay! Sparrow? Cockatiel? Whistle blue? Unread? One away. Now I'm just guessing. Hold on. Oh! Oh no. Wait. Oh, uh, Hook and Luffy, those are pirates. Sparrow! Wait. Kim... Fuck, I looked at chat. I was leaning towards, I have to do it for my honor. I'm sorry. It was Long John Silver. That makes sense. That makes sense. I had to keep it. I had to keep the beef. I wouldn't have gotten it. I wouldn't have gotten it. I did not think about Long John Silver. That's crazy. I didn't think about it. I didn't think about him at all. Well, there we go. Thank you for being strong and honest. Yeah, sorry, it's the worst thing I probably am gonna cry now just to my sleep, to myself to sleep, to it. And a lot of it too. It's gonna be great. Awful. Bad. Just because I love pirates, I was so excited. I'm so sorry. That was a tough one. We'll break my streak there. We'll lick our wounds another day. Today. Sora would have cleared? What is this AI apology? Apologism. Sora would have cleared. He knows all about pirates. Does Sora know about Long John Silvers? Probably he's been there. Has he? He goes there every birthday? Y'all are reading the extended novels or some shit. Nomura said so. Okay. Yay. I believe it. I think, guys, I think we did it. I think we gave ourselves a nice, solid Snapcube 2.5 video. And now, after winding down with a nice game of collections, nice game of connections, where I didn't yell at all or get mad, and it was all very calming. I can go to bed. Good night. I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks for watching. This was great. I had a great time. I'm going to probably be back soon. Maybe tomorrow? I don't have raid tomorrow. I don't have raid again until like January. For now, don't leave me. I'll die. Sorry, what was that? Sorry, I was looking at my phone. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. I was looking at my phone. How are you doing? It's good. It's good to see. I am actually halting the exit so I can Mario Kart tomorrow. I'm not fucking playing Mario Kart. Didn't you hear? That game's bad now. Crossworlds is on maintenance? Okay, but well, my Switch 2 is all the way downstairs. You want me to go all the way downstairs tomorrow for that? I gotta play Zelda, maybe. Okay, in all seriousness, you don't even like Zelda? You watch your tongue. That's it. You don't know what the fuck you just did. You don't know what the fuck you just did! In all seriousness, um, we gotta now I know we still have that group chat. There was a very special thing we were trying to get going, and then everything ever happened. But just know I'm still very interested in making that happen. Hee hee. Hee hee hee. So hit me up. I do want to hang out soon. I miss you. I had so much fun earlier this year, just like doing a lot of streams together. So fuck yes, man. Soon, 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 soon. I have to. The problem is that I have not regularly streamed for so long. I have to lock the fuck in on like all of my single player stuff. I need to like get back to, but keep in touch. I'll just annoy you to hang out. Please, please do. I really appreciate that. Yes, I love it. All right. I'm gonna get going now. Snapcube 2.5 heads who are watching this on the Final Mix channel. Enjoy the VOD ending whenever it is going to end. That may be right now.